Since the summer I spent doing basically nothing, I've wondered every other day about all the outfits I have in my closet and how I'm not getting anywhere out of the new and old combos I put together. Admittedly, I wear them to kind of show off, of course, but I also feel that wearing even a simple cute outfit while staying inside all day is a waste of a nice outfit and my creativity. Unless, of course, I decided to take a picture, but I like to reserve my camera space for pictures of things other than my outfits, so it all just sits in my closet. Considering my relatively active imagination, it's incredibly hard for me to get bored, so I thought, why not put that random brain glitter to use and do what I usually do when I have nothing else to do? Create scenarios. To start off, this first outfit's base consists of a teal spaghetti top, a multicolored striped skirt, and yellow trouser socks. I went with more simple accessories, a skinny yellow belt, my orange trench coat, and given the choice between the yellow sneakers and the Uggs, I chose the Uglies because I thought they were fun paired with this outfit. I topped it all off with a crochet beret that matched my top. The first scenario that came to mind when looking at this outfit and putting it on is going to a fun fair, or a carnival as it's usually called where I live. I haven't been to one in years, but I do recall the biggest ones taking place during mid-autumn. I feel this outfit encapsulates the fun and the typical color palette of the fair, while also being more functional, as the longer footwear and the jacket ought to help me, a mere Floridian, be cozy. Being the first sketch, I wasn't that worried about how loose the initial sketch was. I was going to include tiny backgrounds, like figurine concepts, but I think that considering this concept is more about interpretation, I could leave it out. Also, more time to focus on the figure itself. The next outfit is this shawl top with a bedazzled peacock on it. It's funky and it's extra and I love it, and I paired it with these shamrock green shorts and these long pointy witchy boots and a linty purple beret just because. I also put on a black fanny pack. This scenario is a little more out there, but I imagine just minding my own business in a marketplace or something out of town, and while I'm sitting at a table outside drinking my lemonade or something, I get slid a card formally inviting me to a super secret reveal of something just like fabulous, fantabulous, absolutely wonderful, but it's exclusive, so I have to be super sneaky that night while making my way to this underground showing while looking super conspicuous. It's like a whole mini adventure. This illustration, I took advantage of what I could flail around in the real world. The most I had to hone in on when it came to coloring was that shawl and all the details, including the peacock feathers and the little rhinestones that are almost not visible to the eye. The final drawing turned out to be something I liked in the end. 3 is just the same boots from the previous outfit paired with this mint green dress with black polka dots all over it. I'd also give myself the option of wearing matching sneakers instead of the boots the entire time to reduce foot and back pain. I had this idea of taking the shoelace that was the exact same color of the shoes in the dress and wear it as choker. And because I know myself so well, it'll also be perfect for going out and getting ice cream in the park the afternoon after. I'm just sitting in the park and I'll get to inhale some tree breath without needing the energy I used up the night prior to change it to something else. It's like a little treat on top of a little treat. It really hurts my pride when the considerably simple ideas I have turns out to be too overzealous for me to execute in real life. Maybe the real problem might have been that I wasn't exactly sure on what I wanted when it came to every single part of the pose, because when I first came up with the idea of expressing both the night before and the day after with 2 drawings of myself interacting, it seemed like a piece of cake until I actually tried it and I found problems everywhere. The inking wasn't horrible, but when it came to coloring the extra stuff I added on top of the dress, it changed its color from mint to something a bit cooler, which wasn't the end of the world, but it still kind of took away from what I wanted in the end. At least the lighting wasn't that weird, if not kind of inaccurate. I tried, and this is the thing I'm most proudest of. So no matter the struggle and disappointment, I think it worked out in the end. And this outfit that may or may not be a smidge too short for me is a suspender skirt that I recently got secondhand from nearby, an older crop top with sheer sleeves, cream colored, and those same Uggs. I was feeling Neapolitan and I went for it. I topped this all off, of course, with another freaking beret and a fuzzy little ice cream keychain. I imagine imagined that this could also be an ice cream look on a completely separate day. It's very on the nose but cute enough for the occasion, even if I don't like strawberry ice cream enough to like Neapolitan. I tend not to like ugly sketches because it doesn't feel like there's enough basis to create what I really want, but the final drawing turned out to be something I actually liked, despite the quote-unquote lack of foundation. Here, I put together a white tank top, a sequin skirt, a raspberry beret, a chunky heart pendant, a thick gray jacket, and then I matched my wedges to my pantyhose like a leprechaun. Check my jig. I was thinking that for this outfit, I could do another underground thing, except this time it's more inclusive. Maybe a low-key party of some sort. Dim lighting, but not too quiet. Maybe something sparkly, disco balls. I'm just saying words at this point, but I hope that comes across. The type of party I'm trying to describe, while also making it extremely obvious that I don't really go to parties, even though I really want to. I really want to. With the initial sketches, I had a little trouble coming up with this extravagant-ish pose, but considering this is supposed to be something more low-key, I figured I could get away with having a more toned-down standing pose. And it turned out to be one of the sketches and inking processes I like the most, being more clear in execution, I think. And last but certainly not least is this pseudo-classy look comprised of a black tank top, white high-rise bell bottoms, and some piano suspenders. Off screen, I paired the look with a black newsboy cap and switched my black wedges for some more mobile Mary Janes. For this last one, it was kind of hard to think of where I would go in this. Maybe it's a testament to how I feel I need to dress very specifically for certain occasions. How it's hard for me to function without at least some sort of direction, even if it's ultimately useless in the end. What do all 5 of you think? Where should I go in an outfit this simple? Or does it not really matter that much? And should I stay home and admire how I don't look that bad in suspenders? As of most of the drawings I did, I went off one of the poses I did in the footage for reference. It's definitely a case where the sketch portrays more movement than the final drawing, but I finished the drawing and that's the most important thing right now. Practice. I think that in terms of coloring and shading and lighting, I could have gone more experimental, considering how plain the outfit looks. Nonetheless, I think it was a good first try.